Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Hey guys, how are ya? Sorry, I was getting a drink. I was grabbing a drinky. I wanted to come on. I was just getting started to make a video for an update, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go live because it's quicker. It is way quicker. No, I wasn't muted. I was getting something to drink. But I wanted to pop on here because I've gotten so many messages since yesterday, doing that live yesterday, with the information I had. I'm getting tons of messages, but I'm also seeing a lot of comments on community posts elsewhere and videos elsewhere. And I want to clarify because, you know, I'm seeing these comments like, oh, where's the proof? She did this without receipts. She's irresponsible. No, I didn't. I already said I sat on this for 2 weeks, you guys, because it's such heavy information. And I would not have put that out there. Just guessing. So I wanted to come on and I wanted to clarify, number one, where the information came from specifically. And number two, I want to show you the records from that time where I can prove that Candace was charged with battery, and it was in the case of her children. So let's get the first thing out of the way first. Where did the information come from? The foster mother that I spoke to had little Candace at 16 years old. That's when she lived with her. She was friends with the first foster mother. Okay. So she heard it from the first foster mother, as well as little Candace herself. So little Candace had found out what happened prior to being in this woman's home and told her about the incident with Andrew, and that included a baseball bat. She got the information from 2 sources. I mean, I guess I don't get why everyone is so hell-bent on not believing this. I know it's horrific, but why is it so unbelievable? Why does it have to be J is for Justice is saying things without proof? I mean, it's just ridiculous. So we're going to walk through both Candace and Andrew Simon's records right now, live. So let me pull them up. Hopefully they're all in order. All right, well, that's loading. Let me check chat. Yeah, I mean, I don't care who supports Don. I'm not against Don. I'm really not against him, but I mean, facts are the facts. It's not pretty. Nothing about this case is pretty. And nothing about us all going live and getting out all this information for this missing 5-year-old is pretty. Sandy Lynn, when you have a channel and you know what it's like to have a bunch of other channels telling your listeners that you're doing things sideways, there comes a time where you have to stand up for yourself and correct that. So I correct misinformation. If you think that I have an attitude, maybe I do have a little bit of an attitude. For good reason. So Andrew is Candace's ex. That is also what they named their child. So they named Candace after Candace, and they named Andrew after Andrew. Very easy to remember kids' names that way. I get it, Sandy, but you know what? One person can only take so much. One person can only take so much. I work hard for what I do, and sometimes I have to correct that. So let's jump right into these records here, okay? And let's just talk through this, and I'll show you what I see, and we'll go from there. All right, hold up. I'm definitely not trying to sound like an attitude, but maybe I do have a little bit of an attitude. I mean, it just gets exhausting, you know? All right, let's blow this up here. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see it?
Do you have a life insurance policy?
Okay. I don't know if you guys can even see this. I can't see chat. So let me pull up on my phone to make sure everybody can see. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. All right. How about now? You should be able to see it. Okay. You guys can see. All right, very good. Okay, so here is the first thing here. This is Candace Bly. You see her birth date. It's Mom Candace. Let's go backwards because this is a video I was working on and I just said screw it. Okay, so Burnett County, case number 2002 CM 000187, State of Wisconsin versus Candace Bly. The defendant, Candace R. Bly, was found guilty of the following charges in this case. One or more charges in this case were dismissed. And then it says the dismissed charges were not proven and have no legal effect. Candace R. Bly is presumed innocent of the dismissed charges. So then it says Candace R. Bly was found guilty of battery, a Class A misdemeanor. Okay. Then you click view case details. And when you click that, it pulls up more. Okay. So she was charged with battery. She pled guilty, no contest. And then she was charged with possessing drug paraphernalia. And this was filed on 9/23/2002. So keep that in mind. 2002. Now let's do the simple math. Little Candace is 18. What year would little Candace have been 6 months old? Let's move forward. Then when you click View History and Details, down here, this blue box at the bottom left, you click that, and then it opens up more. Okay, there's the court activities. There's the pretrial conference in 02, 12, 16. Then we go into 2003, another pretrial conference. Okay, now we're going to go, because this reads from the bottom up, okay? I want you to pay very close attention to this page. This page is important. This page is very important. And it's so damn small. Hold on. You guys, that's ridiculously small. Let me see if I can't fix this a little bit. That's terrible. You guys can't even read it. Hold on. And no one was even complaining. Let me go ahead and make it bigger here. Like I said, I was working on a video and I said, screw it. I'm just going to go live. So there you go. Make it big. You should definitely be able to see the screen now. Might be a little bit blurry, but it should be better. It is very easy to maneuver. You're right. Okay, so we're going to start from the backwards. We start from the bottom going up. Now, look down here. 8/28/02, she had a bond hearing. 8/28/02, the bond was signed. Additional text. Can you see that? Additional text right here at the bottom. No contact with victim. Okay? Now, I know you guys are going to say, oh, well, if it was battery against her husband, you know, that could be the victim. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we're going to go up here. There's a letter to the defendant, initial appearance, right to attorney, probation questionnaire, additional text, a letter from Candace. Probation revoked at the end of 2003. Okay, so there's that. Keep that in mind now. 02, August, late August 02. Okay. Here's the next page. Sentencing on hearing revocation, notice of case status change, December of 03, revoked. Then there's a hearing on January 30th, 2004 on this same case. And then there's a judgment for unpaid fines. Okay, then you have like her address change, whatever. Let's go to the next page. This is just the end of that file. Full satisfaction in 2014. Whatever that means. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, remember where it said no contact with victim. Remember that. So here is another one. This is filed in January of 2003. Disorderly conduct. Intentionally point firearm at person. 2 of those. Resisting or obstructing an officer. Again, hit view history and details. Next page. Bail bond hearing. See all this? Initial appearance. Additional text. Proof of service. We go up here. Probation questionnaire. Probation revoked. Sentencing hearing on revocation. All that stuff. We're in 04 now. let us continue. Shall we? Okay, here's another one. This is the rest of that previous one. But wait, at the very bottom, at the very, very bottom, sentenced to county jail. See that at the bottom? Sentenced to county jail. You still want to tell me she didn't do time? You still want to tell me that she didn't go to jail? It doesn't matter if it was 17 years ago. These are children. These are children. She has a child that's missing. It's very important. And if you think that what Don did in his past is important, this most definitely should be important, because Candace was the last one to see that little girl. So this is very important. If it wasn't important, the TBI wouldn't have pulled it the day after Summer went missing, would they? If it was irrelevant information. They know all of this. Okay, and then we have what one is this? The same one. Yeah, this is just her attorney info. Let's see, I just copied everything. Okay, here is Candace's local jail. She spent 90 days in jail on 3/25/04. She went to jail for 90 days. Her psych treatment for this case, which it ended up being disorderly conduct. Now that could have been pled down. It's not going to say child abuse. This was 17 years ago. But keep in mind the victim statement. Okay, we're not through all of these. Trust me, these people have plenty of criminal records to scroll through, unfortunately. Okay, unfortunately, there's a lot. So she spent 90 days in jail. Oh, she didn't do any time. There's no proof of that. Right there, 90 days. There's your proof. She was also on probation after that for 3 years. 3 years. Maybe she wasn't charged with child abuse. But we're not even done. We haven't even gotten to the dad. Hold on. I gotta get my charger. Okay. All right, I'm back. So let's move on to the next slide. I'm not even going to look at chat until I'm done. Okay, so it says for her psych, she must follow all treatments prescribed. And she must cooperate with the Department of Health and Human Services and follow any and all recommendations that they have. Why would she cooperate with Health and Human Services if it didn't have anything to do with her kids? Sugar aunt. Okay, so, and then you see here. Okay, wait, I want to go back to the previous slide real quick. Because if you see here where it says she did 90 days, 3/25/04, what does this say here? 7/30/03, the following sentence was ordered. Local jail, 87 days. So 90 days the first time, 87 the second. This is for battery. Count 1, battery. Offense date, 8/27/2002. No, look at the top. Count 1. Count 2 is drug paraphernalia. Count 1 is battery. Offense date, August 27th, 2002. That's when it happened. She went to jail September 30th of 2003. This is not her only battery charge. The other one says no contact with victim too. Let's keep going, okay? The records speak for themselves. And then here is a paternity in 03. 3703. Just so happens after the August event of battery that there's a paternity for Candace. Not for the little boy, but just for little Candace. Why, I don't know. But just for the little boy. No, she wasn't married to Don. Don wasn't even there. No. The dad right here is Andrew Orville Simon. That's the baby daddy of these two kids. At any rate, oh, it doesn't say child abuse. This is bad enough, is it not? Christ. All right, here we go. Here's the next slide. The defendant, Candace Rose Bly, was found guilty of the following charges: disorderly conduct, modifiers, domestic abuse, a Class B misdemeanor. Andrew was never married to her, and Andrew has been abusive his entire life. So here's that one. View case details. Again, you click that, it goes to the next slide. Here's the next one. Warrant served, warrant issued for Candace Bly. Warrant served. Cash bond. Okay, let's keep going. Please, sentencing hearing. Now we're in 04. This is just the ending of that, like the other ones, okay? I'm just showing you all of it because I'm not just going to show you pieces. Okay, let's keep going. Next page. All right, so here is domestic abuse. This was her charge 1 of domestic abuse, a Class B misdemeanor, okay? 90 days in the county jail. Notes, stayed for 1 year. If there are no further violations which are similar in nature, and the defendant has paid all her fines due, Burnett County, she will not have to serve the remaining 90 days. If she fails to comply with these terms, the stay will be lifted, and she will immediately serve the 90 days. That's for domestic abuse. That's for a fight with someone there, okay? Hey, Alicia, thanks for becoming a member. And thanks for all the nice things you said about me. It was really sweet. So then you see here the received documents, stipulation and order for support, additional text. Upon Andrew O. Simon, affidavit for establishment. I don't know what all this stuff means, but that's the dad right there. Okay, so now we are into the dad. Let's start at the beginning of his, because this is backwards. All right, so here's Andrew Simon. Petitioner, state of Wisconsin, respondent, Andrew Simon. This is a family case, 6/16/03. The brain damage did not happen in a foster home. He was brain damaged when he was removed from the home. He's never been the same since. So anyways, 6/16/03. I hope you guys are keeping mental notes of these dates, because it's all within a year of the August incident, okay? All right. So here we have the bench warrant issued for Andrew Simon. And the notes on there is maintain absolute sobriety, no contact with Candace Bly or the Grantsburg laundry. I don't know if he pitched a fit in a laundromat or what. $100,000 or $1,000 signature bond. So clearly it says right here, no contact with Candace Bly. It names her. If he was the victim in her case, why didn't it name him? Why didn't it say no contact with Andrew Simon? It says no contact with victim because the victim's a minor. I mean, you just have to do process of elimination and look at how they word their records. Of course, LE has it all. You can see that they requested it the day after Summer went missing. Of course they have it all. But we didn't know it. Okay, well, Chels, I don't know what to tell you. Hit up her lawyer and ask him why she wasn't charged with child abuse. But I'm telling you, it says no contact with victim. And you can see clearly right here. No contact with Candace Bly. You have to look at how they type their records in this county. It's all the same county records. It's not that hard to figure out. All right, here's the next page of his. This is Andrew still. He got a public defender, blah, blah, blah. Quashed by court. Charge amended, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so his was settled in 14 as well. See, I don't see anything on here where it says no contact with victim. It says no contact with Candace Bly. See, it says it right here at the bottom. Again. I mean, her lawyer's name's on here if you'd like to pull him out of the woodwork. There's another warrant for what's his face. Okay, so let's go back. These are out of order. Sorry. It's a lot of information to maintain here. Okay. Oh, man. Filing date, 2/21/05. This is battery misdemeanor A. And that is for Andrew Simon. So here it says guilty, no contest plea, local jail, 4 days. So he went to jail for 4 days. And then it says over here on the right that all costs, fees, and other surcharges have been paid in full from the bonds posted in this matter. Then we have the warrant, the plea hearing. He pled out on September 11th, 2014. Again, to cover all additional text, to cover all open cases, no contact with Candace Bly or the Grantsburg laundry. Maintain absolute sobriety. You guys, please don't fight in chat. I don't want anybody to fight. We don't have to fight over this. It's dumb to fight over this. It really is. People will fight over anything. But you can go on this site, you guys, and you can look it all up yourselves. It doesn't mean she heard her daughter move on. Do you realize that there's a 20-year-old guy in Wisconsin with brain damage because he was in the care of her and his dad? That doesn't bother you? That bothers me a lot. Bothers me a lot. Sure does. And that's sad that it doesn't bother you. That the thought of that little boy at 2 years old going through abuse of any sort bothers me. Anyways, here you are. This is we're going back to the 2003. I do cover a lot of cases. The boy was Candace's boy. From another man in Wisconsin. She had 2 babies. This man is 62 years old now. Something like that. I don't know. You guys, if this doesn't convince you, I don't know what else to say. I mean, you can go and look at all of Simon's records. I didn't pull up all of Simon's, but you can go back and look. I mean, all you have to do is, you know what? Google Candace Flodin. Flodin. That is Candace's biological daughter. Google her. Google her. So all you gotta do is put her name in. Not cool. At all. I gave these people the benefit of the doubt. I did. And I don't even know what Don's reasoning or what his thoughts are at this point. But I'm not really going after Don here. I'm going after not going after anyone. I'm going after the information on the person who was the last person to see Summer. I'm not asking you to bother her children. I just said Google her name. When you Google her name, it won't bother her. She won't know. You don't get notifications when people Google your name. But you will see all of the news articles where she ran away from her foster home on 2 occasions. I don't know. You'd have to look up Andrew's complete record. His record's like 5 pages long. No, I haven't talked to Don in a week. I said that last night, though. Okay, that man's name is Andrew Simon. Andrew Orval. It's Orval, Simon. Yeah, just Google her. I mean, you'll see she ran away from foster homes. She wasn't a bad kid. She was just a kid that was abused and removed from her home at 6 months old and then was abused by her adopted parents. I mean, if you think that's okay, that the biological mother was a part of that happening to this kid, to this young girl, I don't know what to say to you. It's not okay. None of it is okay. I don't need to call the TBI. They already have this. They've already pulled it. They've had it for months. They've had it for months. I kind of feel that way too, Sugar Aunt. I kind of feel like Don's in the dark about a lot of stuff, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But none of this in the past is okay. Oh my God, survival. The son is Andrew as well. Yes, they love carrying down their names, females and males. Kevin B. Okay, so anyways, let's go back. I want to go back because I think that is so important. That it says no contact with victim. It certainly does not say no contact with Andrew Simon like it does on his, for his domestic on her. And who'd she pull a gun on? Andrew? I'm just curious. Like, what? The what? Kzo and I think they just spelled it how it sounds. But this right here is all I really needed to see was defendant must cooperate with Department of Health and Human Services. Now, you know what? Let's take it a step further. Since we're live, let's Google. Google's your best friend. Health and Human Services. Wisconsin. What's the name of that county? They don't recover when they have brain damage. They don't recover from that. And little Candace didn't recover from abuse in the first house, abuse in the second house, being tossed around from foster home to foster home. I can promise you, she's not like any other kid. That's no way to grow up. It's no way to grow up. And you know what? Think about this. Think about 20 years ago. Think about CPS, whatever. When do you really hear that children are taken away? Because I'm going to give you an example. My daughter was in middle school in about 2008-ish. And one of her friends was being abused. And when she had bruises, her mom wouldn't send her to school. And in Michigan, they don't have a homeschool law. You can homeschool. The state doesn't check up on you. You don't have to do standardized tests. You can simply tell the school, I'm homeschooling, and no one follows up on your kid. Well, that happened. She confided in my daughter that she was being abused. She told my daughter CPS was at the house. But she was scared, so she lied. They didn't even take her and she had bruises. So, I mean, I'm just giving an experience that I saw where they did not remove the child when there were obvious signs of abuse. So for them to be removed forever and adopted, I mean, usually when kids are removed, if there's an opportunity for them to get them back, the foster home is temporary. They were adopted out right away. They were adopted out right away. All of this is public information. They're adults now. They don't have anything to do with Candace. Nothing. Nothing. It's public record. I'm not spilling beans, guys. This will all come out. The police have all this information. Are you going to shame them also for coming out with this information? Are you going to shame? I mean, come on. Are you following true crime or not? I don't get it. Anywho. Well, anyways, I think I proved my point. Yes, she did jail time. Yes, she was arrested. And yes, to me, it appears that it could have been for a minor. Because it clearly states right here. This is the page. No contact with victim. 8/28/02. Why would they be adopted out immediately? And where's Rose? Where is Rose Bly? Have y'all seen this? Have y'all seen this? I don't know. I was sent this video. I'm going to play this clip. Because I had never seen it. I didn't know the ins and outs. Well, this isn't really the ins and outs, but I didn't know anything about her disappearance. So let's watch this. I don't know. You guys may have seen this already. I feel like I'm always the last one to see things on YouTube. All right, let me fix this. Sorry. This creator made this video. I'll give you her name. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Her name is Crime Stories Obsessed. All right, we're going to play this. Just a short clip. Wait, let me make sure you guys can hear. Yeah, exactly, Sister Knives. It means your kids. Okay, here you go.
The 21-year-old mother of two never made it. Days later, Bly's 2001 Pontiac 2009, Rose Marie Bly left her residence in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, believed to be en route to Cushing, just a short 6-mile drive to the east. The 21-year-old mother of two never made it. Days later, Bly's 2001 Pontiac Grand Am was found in the village of Grantsburg, nearly 17 miles north of her house, with no explanation as to how it got there. No one has seen or heard from her since. There hasn't been a day that has gone by when Candace Hare hasn't wondered where her youngest daughter is, or if she's okay.
With a missing child, there's a hole in your heart that can't be filled.
Had you guys seen that? Is that the Grandma Candace? Rose had 2 children and she was married. And you know what the weird thing is right after, thank you for the super chat, is what I think it was 2 months, if that, after Rose went missing, her husband was granted a divorce. Can we watch that again? Because that's the first time I've seen it. And credit goes to Crime Stories Obsessed for finding this. Oh, let's see. She's got some stuff here. Let's see what this says.
I was a bit older. I had a dirt bike, you know.
Oh, that's the interview with Chris. Okay, here's Grant. Here's Graham.
When Summer went missing also.
My life will never be normal without knowing where my daughter is.
She was very close to both of the victims at the time that they disappeared. Are these cases related?
In hills and dense forests of northwest Wisconsin is a landscape so beautiful you'd swear it was taken directly from a painting. But if you look close enough, there is a dark cloud lingering in the distance. A secret that these roads have held on to for far too long. A secret that has haunted Candace Hare in this community for 10 long years.
And it's horrible. It's hard to deal with. Very hard to deal with. And my life will never be normal without knowing where my daughter is.
On August 21st, 2009, Rose Marie Bly left her residence in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, believed to be en route to Cushing, just a short 6-mile drive to the east. The 21-year-old mother of 2 never made it. Days later, Bly's 2001 Pontiac Grand Am was found in the village of Grantsburg, nearly 17 miles north of her house, with no explanation as to how it got there. No one has seen or heard from her since. There hasn't been a day that has gone by when Candace Hare hasn't wondered where her youngest daughter is, or if she's okay.
With a missing child, there's a hole in your heart that can't be filled.
Did Candace say that same thing? It was eerily similar. The way Grandis is walking around, like at the place where her daughter was last at. It's eerie as hell. I need that whole video. Where is that? I wonder if she has it in her. She doesn't have it. A link. Her name is Emmy. Yeah, she doesn't have the link to that clip, that video. Oh, let me slow chat. Sorry, brunch. Brunchy. Okay, let's let that kick in for a second. It's the 10-year anniversary of missing Polk County. Okay, that was one thing that the foster mother said. She said that Rose's case has not been forgotten. That every year they bring it up in the news in their area. Isn't that crazy? That case is still talked about up there. It's still talked about up there. I don't know where Candy is. But that interview with Grandis is almost like a carbon copy of Candace's. Oh my God, that's weird. Okay, I'm going to look up this missing Polk County. See if I can't find that. Or what's her name? Rose Bly? Her name wasn't Bly, though, at the time. She was married. Why are they still saying Rosemary Bly? Oh, Rose's husband? Wow. What did he have to say? All right, let's see. Maybe this is the video. I might have found it. Hold on. Let me share. I don't know why this keeps getting messed up like that. Okay.
Sorry, Missy. Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy, but when you have an insurance.
Her last name was never Simon. I don't believe they were ever married. But here we go. Here's that video.
2009, Rose Bly left her rural Polk County home to visit a cousin in nearby Cushing, Wisconsin. It was the last time her family ever saw her.
The family's hurting. You know, that's why we're here today.
First-year Sheriff Brent Walk is making Bly's case a priority at the 10-year mark. Investigators have already interviewed 150 people and handled 200 tips.
Our focus now is to shift and try something new.
That includes releasing an age progression photo of what Bly would look like now at 31. And then there's this video.
And it's horrible. It's hard to deal with. Very hard to deal with.
The sheriff's office interviewed Bly's mother in a short video distributed to followers on social media.
It's not a good feeling. It's just, I wish I knew where she was.
We hope people share the story. We hope people start talking again about this. We want this to be in the forefront of what's going on.
The sheriff's office has never identified any suspects or any possible motive, but there was one early clue. Just days after she went missing, police found Bly's car here in this public parking lot in Grantsburg, about 30 miles north of where she lived. But still, there was no sign of Bly herself. Investigators at least recovered evidence and DNA from the car in Grantsburg. That town still remembers the case.
It's in the back of people's minds.
Megan Schauenberger was only a few years younger than Bly when she disappeared and wants to see this case solved.
It mean a lot, especially for this town. This town itself has been through a lot, but her family.
Bly's children have never known their mother.
This mystery is solvable. We just need to get that vital piece of information.
Danny Spiewak, KARE 11 News.
Not the video that I was hoping for, but nonetheless, it gave us some information. Weird. Her kids were 1 and 2. I'd love to see what kind of evidence they have in her case. It's weird. She was going to visit a cousin. I don't know where to find that video. This? Here it is.
Tucked away in the rolling hills and dense forests of northwest Wisconsin is a landscape so beautiful you'd swear it was taken directly from a painting. But if you look close enough, there is a dark cloud lingering in the distance. A secret that these roads have held on to for far too long. A secret that has haunted Candace Hare in this community for 10 long years.
And it's horrible. It's hard to deal with. Very hard to deal with. And my life will never be normal without knowing where my daughter is.
On August 21st, 2009, Rose Marie Bly left her residence in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, believed to be en route to Cushing, just a short 6-mile drive to the east. The 21-year-old mother of 2 never made it. Days later, Bly's 2001 Pontiac Grand Am was found in the village of Grantsburg, nearly 17 miles north of her house, with no explanation as to how it got there. No one has seen or heard from her since. There hasn't been a day that has gone by when Candace Hare hasn't wondered where her youngest daughter is, or if she's okay.
Does that not remind you of being at the lake? Ugh, it creeps me out. Sorry.
Missing child, there's a hole in your heart that can't be filled. And it's an impossible journey every day to wake up and wonder where she is. Just trying to figure out where my daughter is. It's horrible. It's not a good feeling. It's just, I wish I knew where she was.
My name is Brent Walk, and I'm the Polk County Sheriff.
When Rose Bly went missing, Brent Walk was a patrol sergeant with the Polk County Sheriff's Department. Now Sheriff Walk and his office have made finding Bly a top priority. To date, the Sheriff's Department has investigated more than 200 tips and have interviewed more than 150 people. Still, the same question remains. Where is Rose Bly?
Well, I sympathize with the family of Rose because they want to know the answers, much like we do. And when these answers are largely unknown, that's very difficult to deal with when you have to keep questioning what happened to Rose and where did she go. And certainly that is the solution we're looking for. We want to bring closure to this. 10 years, a decade, that's a lot of time. And you just look at what's changed in our lives and our careers, yet alone this case is still out there. And we would like to bring conclusion to it.
10 years.
I tried to avoid this area. And I can't. It just draws me back. And I don't know why.
Years of worry and wondering. A full decade Rose's children have had to spend without their mother. Someone knows something. Someone has the key. Everyone agrees it's time for this mystery to be solved. It's time for Rose to come home.
Not sure which way, but she's out there somewhere. It's hard not to cry. Even just out here looking, it just brings tears to my eyes. Not knowing, wondering what actually really happened that day. Rosie, if you're out there, I still have the same number. I want to bring her home.
I agree with you guys. Something doesn't sit well with me either. Hey, Kentucky crime junkie. Watching that video is like deja vu. Well, it doesn't look like the lake. It just reminds me of when Chris took Candace down to the lake where Summer was swimming. It was the same. It was just like same. It's just very, very eerie to me. Why did Grandma take off? We don't know. Why would she take off at this time and not support her daughter? Something's weird with these people. Something is weird. I don't know. What's up, Shane? I just don't understand how this happens. You know, I guess I'm curious, too, at the state of affairs between her and her husband. He was granted a divorce very quickly Like she wasn't coming back. That's odd to me. I wonder if this is the same video. It is. But the TBI says there's no connection. Wait a minute. Have you guys seen all these photos like this one? That looks like a mugshot. That's a mugshot. Oh, Bly's husband, here it is. Bly's husband filed for divorce 3 weeks after her disappearance and sought a court order to prevent her from returning and taking the children. What? Bly left behind a husband and 2 daughters under the age of 2. She doesn't have any credit or debit cards and left home with very little money. Bly's husband filed for divorce 3 weeks after her disappearance and sought a court order to prevent her from returning and taking the children. Their relationship was troubled. Oh! And police were called to the home at least once to intervene in a domestic violence incident. Bly's husband accused her of slapping him, and she accused him of putting her in a headlock and banging her head on the ground. She took off. He had previously filed for divorce in June 2009, but withdrew the filing after they reconciled. Bly's husband passed a polygraph, and he isn't considered a suspect. Her divorce petition was granted in 2010, and he has sole custody. Bly fell off a horse a week before her disappearance. She told her mother she was having headaches after the accident, and her mother advised her to see a doctor, but there's no evidence she ever did. Bly's mother speculated her daughter became disoriented due to her injury and wandered away. There is no evidence to support any theory. However, Bly's case remains unresolved. M. Ray, what vibe did you get? Oh, you can? Lake Girl, you can find the police reports on the same website? There's a lot to look for on that Wisconsin website. She could be anywhere. She could have taken off to get out of this relationship. Maybe she knew and she didn't want to fight him. I don't know. They weren't married very long. Yeah, Sister Knives, that's the one that I played first. Wow. So here's an interesting thing about the parking lot her car was found in. It was found in a parking lot near a post office in Grantsburg, Wisconsin, 5 days after her disappearance. The lot is normally used by semi-truck drivers to park their tractor trailers. The car was undamaged and there was no evidence of foul play, and the keys were missing. It also says that sometime that night, she contacted her husband and said she'd be home by midnight. And she was last seen at 7:30 p.m. and she told him she'd be home by midnight. Weird. Very, very weird. I'm so sorry, Rita. It's horrible. This is weird, really, really weird. Mm. I don't know, guys. It's all very, very strange. And there's really nothing else out there. I mean, it looks like her area, they definitely have not forgotten. Is that why they moved? It says, attention, violent crime. Cold case, crime analysis units. Violent crime. What a big shocker that she ended up in an abusive relationship, huh? Craziness, you guys, crazy. But anyway, I don't know when they moved to Tennessee or Arkansas. I thought Candace said she was out of town when she went missing. I don't think that she was not living in Ohio or in Wisconsin. I think she was living in Wisconsin. Wasn't she? Oh, 13 years? What do you mean, the Cold Case Foundation? What's the Cold Case Foundation? I don't understand when people say that about him. He has his own Cold Case Foundation. Rosemary Bly is already picked up by the Charlie Project. It's right here. That's what I was reading. Poor girl. Okay, so they moved right after she went missing. I haven't heard anything about anybody taking on Rose's case. It looks like the police are on Rose's case. I mean, you just saw the interview. They haven't forgotten about her. And it says she was going to meet her cousin at a bar, not go to the cousin's house. It says that she was traveling 4 or 5 miles to Cushing to meet a cousin at a bar. But she never showed up. They have all of this information, you guys. I hope he does look into it. I'd like to see him go up to Wisconsin. That'd be great. This needs to be solved. This is ridiculous. How in the world was he able to divorce her 3 weeks later and get a court order preventing her from taking their kids? I mean, if he did that, Oh, is that the grandma's husband, Warren? Oh, Lord. Don's mom? Yeah, I don't know why you'd move away. I mean, I could see avoiding, like she said, oh, I don't like being in this area. But moving away, But it doesn't say she had a history of running off. It doesn't say that at all. It says that their relationship was troubled and that he accused her of slapping him, and then she accused him of putting her in a headlock and banging her head on the ground. Why was he given the kids? Why would he solely be given the kids 3 weeks after she goes missing when he was accused of banging her head on the ground? I don't understand what's going on in this. I don't understand at all. So grandma's like a snowbird with her trailer down south? There's court notes on the divorce? I didn't even look that up. But what was her married name? Because they still have her going by Candace Bly. That just seems 3 weeks. What if she was abducted? I mean, what if she was abducted? They're just going to give her kids like solely to him and she can't come back and get them? What? There's more to this story. Oh, why'd I put Candace? Oh my God. She's the only one that doesn't have that name. Was she Rose Larson? Because I'm not... Scott Larson? Rose Larson. Which one is she, though? Is it this 2012? And the marriage... Brad? Is his name Brad? Candace. I'm not seeing anyone their age, though. They got married in 2009. Was he born in 65? Is he that much older? Oh, okay. Chris. Okay. Is this it? I gotta go way back. Way back. Not that far. All right, here's 2010. September 2009. Thank you, Kelly. September 2009. Polk. Here it is. Filing date was September 10th of 2009. She went missing the month before. So no, they didn't have proceedings, but he had filed previously and then they reconciled. (3/12/2010) default divorce. Respondent Rosemary Bly not in court. No appearance by Rose M. Bly. The 2 children were born before the marriage of the 2 parties. Exhibits marked 1 FDS of Christopher Larson. Mr. Larson has not been seen by Miss Bly since 8/21/09. Court also questions Mr. Larson concerning his FDS. What's FDS? Okay, Court notes, for purposes of jurisdiction, this matter was published for 3 weeks and proof of publication in file. Court also notes for the record that Rose Bly disappeared 8/21/09 and there are not leads of her whereabouts. Court makes findings. Waiting period lapsed. No chance of reconciliation. Marriage IB. Sole legal placement and custody granted by Mr. Larson. Miss Bly may motion the court in the future with matter regarding the children. Very strange. So he was born in 82. So he was actually her age. So he's Christopher M. Larson. And there doesn't seem to be any other records on him. He doesn't seem to be that he was in any trouble. Unfortunately, no, Ryan, Sam, it doesn't. This is called researching a case. Yeah, that is weird. Thank you, Kelly, for pointing that out. And you guys, you can look this up for yourselves. The website is right here. It's WCCA. Hang on. I didn't realize you guys couldn't see all the screen. Here we go. WCCA.wicourts.gov. Have fun. There's a lot of info on here. You can pull up anyone in the state of Wisconsin, and it's all consolidated. You don't have to know the county or anything like that. So, get in your rabbit holes, people. But I hope that I clarified some things. I hope that you don't think that I am giving you information that I don't think is reliable. Because all of this is backed up in these records, whether it says child abuse or not. It's in black and white. It's in black and white. So let's just hope that Summer and Rose are found, because now this Rose thing is very, very strange. Very. Harrer was Grandis's married name after Bly. So she was married to Kenneth Bly. And then she was married to Harrer. Right, Edith Castle? She didn't show up to court because she's missing. Her car was found and the keys are gone. Why would he get granted a divorce so quickly? Quantum Reality and Reverend Donna Serafina. Okay. I think every state should have it, Instagramma. I really do. I don't think Grandis likes Don. Wait, pull up Rose Meyer and see if she has anything on her. She was making money off both missing people, Rose and Summer, in Wisconsin. Yeah, they have the same dad. Andrew is the dad of those two kids. Jerry said he was granted a divorce because he followed the whack laws there. I bet you they already have, Diane. He passed a polygraph. Oh, Warren is possibly her brother. I'll tell you. Okay, let me look up Rose. I can't show you guys this. I have to turn off my screen share, but real quick. I can do a quick search and see if I have her name. Candace, what is Grandis's name? Candace Herer? Herer, right? Wisconsin. Oh, Warren is her brother. You guys know that for sure? I'm about to look. All right, here's Grandis. She's only 60. Grandis is only 60. Her email, Jesse James Outlaws. That's her email. Okay, relatives. Here we go. Kenneth died in May of this year. I don't know if you guys knew that. Her ex-husband Kenneth died, which would be Candace's dad. Don is older than Grandis. Okay, so her ex-husband Richard is dead as well. He died in 2017. Richard Herer. Yeah, dude, she's only 60. So both of her ex-husbands are dead. Warren is on here. Yep, I see Warren. I'm going to check Warren's criminals. Okay, oh, Lord. Okay, Grandis has no criminal stuff on here. Her past job was Heckles as a dishwasher. Let's see, Warren. Warren's got social media. I don't know if you guys knew that. Kelly, were you the one that sent me the Warren thing? Oh, boy. I don't think there's any proof that Summer was set to inherit anything. Let's look here. Y'all, this is... I can't. This is Grandis's brother. First degree child sex assault. Person under 13. Count 1. Oh, God. These people. He escaped from jail or somewhere. Winnebago? Oh, my word. Guilty but not guilty due to mental disease. In 94. I wonder if Candace and Rose were around this sicko. Oh my God, you guys, I'm gonna throw up. This is awful. Oh my God, it doesn't stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Oh my god. Why is it not stopping? Oh my god. Okay, thank God. Holy disturbing. This is Grandis's brother. This is the Charlie, this is the rabbit hole for sure. He has oh my god. What's high five? God, like he needs to be on a meeting site. Are you kidding me? That's the last place this guy needs to be on. This guy shouldn't even be able to have internet. Oh my god, he drives a 93 Aerostar. I cannot. Wow. So this must be their mother, Rosetta. Rosetta died in 2010 after Rose disappeared. I mean, here's more relatives. Cushing. I mean, they have family all over there. Rose was Warren's victim? How do you know that? I don't have a link, you guys. I'm not on StreamYards. I don't think Donald has anything. In Wisconsin. Where is Bedroom Eyes in chat? I don't even see them. Please drop a link to your piano. Hold on. What does Bedroom Eyes have? Do you have some information? Okay, his birth date for Warren? April 1958. Oh, I'll look up Don. I don't think he has anything in Wisconsin, though. Whoops. I forgot to choose Wisconsin. Oh, well. We'll go down. He's how old? 50-something? 50-something. There's a lot of Donald Wells out there. Where is he? That's weird. I put all states too. Oops. Here it is, Wesley. I don't. I'm all over the place now. I was doing the Health and Human Services, Wisconsin. Totally went off that. Okay. Wisconsin Department of Human and Health Services. It's for children, pregnant women, and adults. There you go. She had to follow up with them. That was to do with the kids. If you go back to those court docs. Remember? All right, we're going to do a quick search here and see if, I don't think Wells was ever in Wisconsin. I believe I looked already. Because he's Wesley, Donald W. There's one thing on a Donald W. I don't think that's him. A Will. No. No, he doesn't have anything in Wisconsin, but Candace does. Candace does. And that was what I wanted to come on and explain to you guys. And if any of you guys want to do a panel discussion and you would like to come on my panel and discuss this with me, send me an email and we can set up a stream just for that. That way we're all prepared and all that good stuff. Bedroom Eyes, please read my comments. Okay. It's just there's a lot of comments I'm having a hard time finding. Will you keep the door open? It's hot in here. I opened it. I'm not seeing them. Rose Meyer? Who's Rose Meyer? Oh my God, I can't see your I can't find them. I'm sorry. But please, if you guys want to email me, we can set up a discussion panel and you guys can call in. We can talk all of this through if you'd like. You guys can share what you found. Rose Meyer is Grandis's friend. Oh, that's why she named her daughter Rose. Kimberly, absolutely. Go ahead and email me and let's set that up. We can do it this weekend if you guys would like. Pull up Rose Roman. Yeah, go ahead and email me, Pippi. Oh my gosh. What's his name? Jose what? I'll look him up real quick. Roman? I'm just going to do all states because I know Grand Miss. Isn't that weird too? That Grandis took him to North Carolina? I mean, I get that him and Don were fighting or whatever, but that's just such weird situations. It's hard to make heads or tails of it because it's just all so bizarre. And there's quite a few Jose Romans. How old is this dude? There's none coming up in North Carolina except a guy that's 43. There's one North Carolina, Jose Roman, and he's 43. Could that be him? Oh my God, Jamie. Oh, New York. Yeah, he came up. He came up in New York. I do see that. New Jersey. Oh, here's the New York. Yep, he's 42. Same dude. Yep, I've got him. Okay, so let's see. It doesn't show any criminal records on this. It's loading. Hold on. He came with Hunter's dad? What? Wasn't Hunter's mom, like, with this guy? Yeah, I'm not seeing any criminal records for this guy. Not on the site I'm looking on anyways. But anyways, you guys, hit me up. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna get off here. I'm hot. It's hot in this room. But I did want to clarify all that stuff and show you guys, and go ahead and hit me up if you guys want to do a panel and we can discuss. I know the mods have put the link to my email in chat several times, so thank you, mods, for doing that. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and make sure that you click that notification bell so you get notifications when I go live or when I upload. And enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you guys soon. Stay safe out there.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, 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 damn. You wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time for that. Staying up late.